So hello, welcome back to the channel. Here we are. If you can see in the top right corner there, the British GT Championship is here. Finally, they had a little run in this just now, and there are starting to be a few lobbies open up for, as you can see, Donington Park, Oulton. Not seen another one for Snetterton yet, but I've got to be honest, Snetterton's not particularly one of my favourite circuits. Oulton Park, Donington, brilliant circuits, really are. Thoroughly enjoyed that last race. I wonder if it's actually saved the highlights. I'd be intrigued to see, but it's not in that section, so I don't know why we're going into there. So I don't know when that was from, so I quit out of that. It's surprising how long ago that's saved. That's probably from a previous version of the game. So yeah, that's interesting to see. But yeah, let's have a look. And it has saved it, so we'll do that as a little bit of an intro. So yeah, a guy there at the back deciding to change positions, and managed to get a good run into this first corner. It is a fantastic circuit. There's a lot of bumps in this circuit, and the car does bounce around quite a lot, but once you've got it dialed in, once you've got your tyre pressures up to the right right pressures, it really does. There's so much grip through this corner. Once you're absolutely flat out through here, just feels so planted, unlike this other fella that's gone straight into the barrier there. But yeah, managing to lap, I think I hit a 134.6 during this session, although it was fairly cold. Definitely don't hit those curbs going through there. It really does just unsettle the car far too much, and any of the curbs, that curb in particular, just unsettles the car. And very light through this rear end through. You can see it squirming around, just trying to find where the balance is in the car. And this special overtake I did here, the guy's in the pit lane. I wouldn't particularly call it an overtake, but I do love even turn one. Once you've got it planted, it just feels so planted through there and through here. It's a fantastic circuit. Really glad to see it part of the series of circuits on the game now. Looking forward. Still not driven at Donington just yet, but I thought in this video that we'd jump in one of the Aston Martins, I think, for a change. There's a number of drivers I've seen driving the Aston, and I thought I'd try and put it through its paces at Oulton Park, see if we can get it anywhere near the Ferrari. So I'm just going to come out of that, and I'll show you the settings that I'm using at the moment, because I think it works better when I've been doing custom setups for drivers, to increase the track temperature so it's around 40 degrees, and to use the fast grip level, so that when you come to doing your online races, it usually does surprise me just how much slower the car feels in online lobbies. So if you do your testing with not the best levels of grip, it gives you more of a understanding where the sort of lap time is, and then when you do get optimum temperatures and lower track conditions, you soon start smashing your personal bests. So the qualifying session, or the race weekend that I've chosen, is as follows, and I use this session all the time really, with the AI up to around 100%, and I have the aggression at 90, because anything more than that, they seem to drive at you as if you're not really there. But I think that's a good level of AI. Not sure that's the best looking. That looks quite nice actually, although I did like having the British driver in the lineup. So just two liveries for the V8, and we're going to see where things get us. That the current 135.1 is in a fast setup obviously in the Ferrari, so I'd be interested to see if we can get the Aston anywhere near that. So obviously if you do want to skip to the end, the setup will probably be nearer the end, but for those that are wanting to learn something along the way, you might find this useful. So I'm just going to run with things as they are initially. I put 20 litres of fuel in. We're just going to run a few laps and then come in and do some tinkering, just have a quick look through there, and then just see how the car feels. Aston Martin 640 lock, so I'm just going to adjust that on my wheel, which is really easy to do. I don't know why so many people seem to think it's such a nightmare to change from one car to another. All you're doing is changing the steering lock just like that. How hard is that? So yeah, I got a lot of really nice comments in the last video regarding all the details in these setup menus on the right hand side. Really appreciate all the comments, thank you very much. So let's get into setting this car up. This lovely growling, rasping Aston. Oh, it does sound nice. Nowhere near as much weight in the wheel as I would like, so we're probably going to adjust the casters. I'll just change that ABS as well. Oh, are we going to get away with it? Nope. So just return to the garage there. Oh, it's still quite low actually. The steering ratio is quite low. Surprising. I'll just change that ABS while we're here. I'm just going to add a little bit more caster because it just feels too light through the wheel. It's going to come into effect anyway, and I think we might as well just max out that camber at the front. But I'm not looking for a 134 during this session, just 135s. I'll be happy with that. That's... ooh. So I'm just going to increase the traction control. Didn't really like that kick. A little bit happy still. Just increase the traction control. So all the grips on the inside here really get nice and low through that corner. Look into this cone here on the right hand side. You really don't want to touch any of those curbs. And I've got no idea why we're spinning out there really. So looking at this just on the left hand side there, braking. Use some of that inside curb. Might even just give that another touch. Whoa. Sorry mate, that caused me to reset my wheel there. So just getting a lot of over rotation when we're slowing down. To try and just increase that. And as much as that's on 15 and fairly low down, I feel like I need to just reduce that steering lock a little bit. It doesn't feel as pointy as I want it to feel. But it doesn't feel too bad, to be honest. In fact, let's go back in and change that traction control. I think we're all the way up at 5. And a lot of people say traction control is a hindrance, but I don't particularly think it is in Assetto Corsa Competizione. As long as you're not using it too much and it's stopping you accelerating off, all I'm trying to do is to stop it lighting the rear wheels up. So use all the grip on the inside there. Again, all the grips on the inside here. A little bit oversteery through there for me. Having to fight a lot with the car. No confidence at all. You see this Lexus getting annoyed with me. I'm starting to get a bit of pressure in the tyres though. Still a bit skittish through the rear. Just a bit of over rotation. Just a little bit hesitant really to get the power down. Yeah, not happy with that rear end. I don't think 137 is where it's at, but definitely getting a little bit too much pressure through the tyres. I think we could do with a little bit more rear end grip through the corners as well. Just increase that. Maybe just soften out that rear end a little bit. So we've got equal. Just don't understand why that would be like that. Just keep them equal for now. I'm sure they do this on Motec. Whoever's, I think it's probably Avis that's setting the cars up, but definitely need rear grip. Rear grip's everything in this circuit. We don't want oversteering, but we want to get as much rear grip as we can. Let's just go straight out. Just need to find more confidence in this car. I know all those changes that I made might not make it work perfectly just now, but we'll make further changes. Well, that felt better instantly. There's no rear end squirming around waiting to kill us. Although there is there still. Just trying to get rid of that. I want a little bit of rotation, but not too much. Just feels like I can't get on the power soon enough. Just caught the grass. That's better through there though. And there's so much time to be gained through that section. Really don't want to hit any of those curbs. Oh. Just a little wide. Feeling much better though. Still, I just keep glancing up at the delta, that's all. And you see me looking. Just wonder if it would take that in second. Don't think it would, but just couldn't keep it off the grass. Just understeer. I think it was quicker through that last sector. Just had to come off the throttle. Just really using the brake pedal to get through there, just modulating the brake. Definitely can't hold second gear through there. So, still a long way off where we want to be. think I'd like a tiny bit more weight in the wheel. Just a bit more accuracy with where I'm putting the car. I'm sure we had one more click on that, but just try and get a little bit more grip through the rear. I think we can lower that down. The fast bump, there's so much undulation in this circuit. They could definitely be lower than the initial. Bump and rebound. So I've got maybe just a little bit more rotation. It's not much, I don't think it needs doing with it. It's just getting that perfect lap and just understanding how the car handles. Maybe there's a little bit of understeer through here. Although the tyres are cold, so it's very hard to say that. Just a little bit of over rotation again. Although the rear of the car is still cold again. Feels pretty good through there as well. Just slow on the pickup. Yeah, I definitely think understeer. That's the big issue at the moment. A little bit of high speed understeer. So let's just soften out the front bump and rebound. Let's get a tiny bit more rotation, high speed. Just lifting the rear end. And that's just give that one click at the rear. Don't think the brake balance is an issue at the moment. I don't think I'm getting any over rotation. Could maybe try just dropping that. See if we can get some more rotation into the slower corners. Feels pretty good through there, even with low tyre pressure. Does feel pretty good. Just want to be confident driving it. Just throw it in. Ooh. Squirming everywhere. All out of shape under braking. Oh. Just change that brake balance. Just trying to rotate the car too much. I think a lot of it comes down to coming off the brake pedal in such a way much less understeer through there though. just feels like it's sliding around a bit. I wonder if we could just soften the suspension a little bit. Maybe that'll help us. I've got so much to play with there. Why is that so high? That could make such a huge difference. Just like these other cars go past. It just feels so slow to pick up. Just like feels like I want to drop the clutch and just increase the revs. Maybe that'll give me a bit more feel through the wheel. Felt a little bit better. A little bit too wide. See if we can get this turn one right. Better exit. Felt lovely through there. Hold on to third through there. That feels pretty good. Not as good through that section. just my line really. Just still trying to hold on to second through there. Just doesn't work. Definitely hold third through there though. Feels really nice now, to be honest. Not bad for third place. Feels pretty planted, to be honest, that. Really nice. Considering where we've come from. It sounds good, it feels good. Certainly think you'd be into the 134s in that, given good conditions. Looks pretty well if you ask me. I'm feeling all flushed now as well. Time's ticking on. Let's go back to the garage and just save that. I like to call them all by their version number as well. So 135, so 300, something like that. And it's now optimum conditions, but I still think it's fast conditions thereabouts, which is how we started the session. Certainly like to see that into the lower. So we just lowered the spring rates, definitely dropped that big bump stop as well. Be intrigued to see if we can go a tiny bit faster with it, a little bit softer maybe. Too much, pushing too much. I think going back to the previous setup really. I don't know whether that over rotation helps us or not. I think I'm happy with this leaving the setup where it is, I think. Although I think I will just try dropping that and that's it. Leaving the dampers where they were. Might just get out enough time to get one flying lap in. And that'll finish off this session. Just 3/10 shy of pole. Keep forgetting to change that brake balance. just hesitated to get back on the power. Just too much speed going in. Couldn't quite beat it. But I still think that's a better setup. So it's that middle sector really, it's the middle sector that always troubles me. Good first sector, a lot of time made up in the sector 1, but pretty much probably one of the only 5 drivers really that's in the 46s in the middle sector. Really need to be getting into the 45s for those mid sectors. But yeah, there's the setup guys. 40-degree track temperature. Obviously it'll need changing the PSI once you start using it in a game or in a different lobby, and just go through them there. I'll just change that brake balance. It was at 63. So if you just want to have a look over that. There you go. Thanks for watching. Yeah, until next time. Ciao for now.